Shalom. Kal halal emla Yahaba Shim Yashai Bashar Kal Kodash. Double on the screams and apostles. Thawdi Hal, Thawdi Yahshai. For the strength of the to make this video as well. It's the brother Ratazar Raha, Halal Waya. And this is the continuation of the other video. Exodus 15, 16 and 17, reflecting the mindsets of 2/3 Israelites today. That's just a rough. I know I wrote the title down, but you know that's pretty much the continuation of that. This is the part 2. So yeah, last time I read Exodus 16 verse 3, based on Israel wanting food, and you know looking back, to get looking back at Egypt just because they were comforted with food. You know, they weren't remembering how the Most High saved them from it and all the plagues. They weren't remembering that. What they were remembering was the flipping fact that they had food. That's why, man, because their mind was just flipping on about food. Right, let's get to Exodus 17. This might not be a long video because I've already made the points in the previous video as well. But let's see what's up. Alright, actually I'll search up after I read it. So this is Exodus 17 verse 1. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys according to the commandment of Yahweh, and pitched in Rephidim or Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink. Wherefore the people did chide with Moses and said, Give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, Why chide you with me? Wherefore do you tempt the Lord Yahweh? And the people thirsted, therefore water, and the people murmured against Moses and said, Wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst? And Moses cried unto Yahweh, saying, What shall I do unto this people? And be almost ready to stone me. They be almost ready to stone me. So as I said, man, in the previous video, Exodus 15 was one level. Exodus 15 was one level, and the Exodus 16 was another level of frustration and anger that Israel was facing. The Exodus 17, they were ready to stone Moses, man. Moses could feel the aggression from them. So it was downright there, man. You know, they were flipping, looking back at Egypt again. You know, at this new land where they were saying in Rephidim. You know, obviously, if you read further as well, this is where they fought Amalek as well. You know, that's where Amalek was fighting Israel. But that's not the point. The point is that the fact that Israelites right now, they were saying that they were still thinking back at Egypt. You know, they were content just like Exodus 16, but in Exodus 17, they wanted water now, just like Exodus 15. But this one is at a new place called Rephidim. The other place was the wilderness of Shur. And more so, I think after they went through Marah, of which a tree was put upon the waters in order to drink clean water, man. But there was an area either within Marah, or the point it was in the wilderness of Shur, man. But the point is that the Most High put a tree that was clean water for Israel to drink. But now the second time in Rephidim or Rephidim was the second time where Israel was thirsty, man. Now they were saying that, yep, you want us to die, you want our children to die, you want our cattle to die as well. So with that alone, the anger was there, man. And you know, Moses says, Why chide you with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? Now what I wanted to search up prior to the scriptures was the definition of chide. Now let's actually see, what does chide mean? Definition of chide. So to chide means to scold or rebuke. It says reprove, it says criticize, take to task, pull up, scold, chastise, upbraid, castigate, lambaste, Yeah. So it means to rebuke, and I think rebuke means to correct someone with a very severe aggression. Obviously, that's actually so. Rebuke means express sharp disapproval or criticism of because of their behavior or action. So, when that rebuke comes, it says sharp criticism as well, man. When it says chide, that's what Israel's doing onto Moses, man. As I said, Moses would have felt the aggression from the Israelites, man, when they were speaking to him. Shit. But, Moses had a great responsibility, and patience, to deal with Israel. He came onto Yahweh and then asked him what to do. And then, of course, he banged his staff on a stone I think it was near a mountain place as well. And then the water came out of the rock. It says the rock in Horeb. Let me actually read it here. It says in verse 6, Exodus 17 verse 6, Behold, I will stand before thee upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. So the point is that that's how the Israelites came about to have water, man. But the point of the video, which I didn't mention previously, was same mindset and aggression they were having just because they didn't have food and water. Is the same way they're going to turn back to that aggression when Esau, well, the Most High is going to use Esau to then implement that intentional famine, which really is biblical, so it's the Most High's will anyways, that famine will come in order to get these jakes riled up again, man. In that mentality of desperation. And as I said in the previous video, they're not used to fasting, so that's when they're gonna go crazy too, man. The demons are gonna be flipping. The demons, they're gonna be facing their demons in that day. So, especially, you will realize this. It is harder to fast when you just begin, but over time you do get used to it. All through the will and the power that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai gives to you. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai gives to you. So, and as I said, most Israelites don't fast, so they're going to get there, man. They're going to really get to that level of desperation. Now let me get this precept as well. Got to get this precept here. Now, if they really had knowledge, man, they'll understand that they're supposed to fast. There's Jake out there fasting, but it's under an idol's name, so it's in vain anyways. They're going to fast for, the idol of Christianity. They're going to fast for the idol of Ishmael. You brothers know what I mean by that. And for these idols they fast, but not for Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So, they got a zeal, but not according to knowledge, which means it's not correct. It's not according to the will of the Most High. Anyways, what was I going to get? Okay, so Isaiah 1, verse 3 to 4. So this is Isaiah 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass, donkey, that's what it means, his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, and seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, and they are gone away backwards. So of course they're completely disrespecting Yahweh Shai. So the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass, the donkey, his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. They don't know their master. If they knew their master, they would know that, okay. The way a donkey knows, or for brothers who may have been at farms or something, or may have watched documentaries on farms, the way the chickens know around what time to then go back to their barns, man, around the evening time. Even with pigeons as well, I've observed them for quite a bit when feeding them too, where, when it comes to around sunset, they all flock away to their different nests, man, where they sleep, the wild pigeons that I'm talking about here. So really, the same way the animals also are programmed to then, go off to home. Really, the best analogy is really the chickens, of which go back to the barn when the sunset hits, and then they're going back to their master, man. Which I set that up for them, which is the way it's supposed to be in the context of Israel. Is that Israel obeys the laws, obeys Yahweh, Yahushua's will, and of course they then go they then are set up in their land and then are comfortable, man. And are protected when evil does come, but. It's all a learning process right now, man, because it's the Most High's will for everything that Israel's going through right now. We're going through the curses, and the balance will come where we're going to go through the blessings, which are going to be ongoing, forever, eternal, so that we truly appreciate it too. And that's why we're learning. We're going through the curses currently. And it's all a learning process. So it says in verse 4, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, wickedness upon wickedness, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh, and they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, and they are gone away backwards. That's why when the wrath of Yahweh comes, and of course which will be the wrath of the Most High Yahweh, also being implemented onto earth, again, judgment starts at the house of the Most High. The thing is that Israel are the ones who are going to suffer, man. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble in Jeremiah 30:7. Therefore, and obviously heathens are going to be caught up in it. They're going to be, what's it called? That collateral damage, man. But, they're going to be judged as well, because there's certain heathens out there of whom have done great evils too, man. But anyways, East Edom being the main one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, actually, hold on. Verse 5, Isaiah 1:5, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more, and the whole head is sick. The whole heart is faint. So of course, they're weak, man. Israel's weak. They're weak in terms of course, having to endure the curses as well. Day in, day out. That's why, you got certain jakes out there that are just frustrated and they lash out here and there. Which, can't really blame them too, because it's the curses too, man. It can be frustrating. Very frustrating. But most of Israel has just come to the point of just accepting it at this point. That's because also they've lost hope in Yahweh Yahushua, that he's actually gonna save us, man. For the jakes of whom are in Christianity, Islam, and flipping all the other philosophies of the world, then they don't really have a hope in, okay, so Esau Edom's just gonna do what he did unto us, and we just gotta be happy that, all right, he's given us a chance to be able to have some freedom in this society. No, we're still in captivity. Despite you having a job, being able to serve Edom, or even having your own business, you still pay taxes onto Esau at the same time, man. You still pay taxes, you still have to work for him, you still have to use his currency. We don't have a land, that's the point. The 12 tribes, of course, majority being in America as well. There's still speckled bird out there in the other countries, European countries, but the point is that with Israel right now, we don't really have a predominant land where like all the 12 tribes are, man. And I'm talking about a land where we're not in captivity, which I'm talking about our land, Israel. Amalek's got it right now. That's the problem. But that's only a temporary problem. That's going to be cleared off anyways, man. There's many precepts on that too. But let's get to the point. So the point is, the whole head is sick, man. So when Esau then, which the Most High, as I said, the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yashar will also use Esau in order to implement the famine, to then kick in the desperation for the 2/3, and then that's when the judgments are just going to be happening like that. Quick. Of course, with the next one coming, the next mixtape, where they're going to be more serious. There's I think they call it bird flu. That's one. There's another one as well. I saw an article of it. I think it's based on E. coli. I may make a video on that too later on. But yeah, the point is with these ones, they're really targeting the foods. The E. coli one was based on lettuce, and the bird flu one was based on I think cows and dairy, probably even chickens as well. But I think mainly cows and beef. That's what was on. So of course, with all these foods, they then use it as an excuse, to withdraw from the supply chain, from the food supply chain, and then eventually people are going to be there's going to be sedition among men. They're not going to respect their princes no more. There's going to be chaos. And in that chaos, Jake's going to be frustrated for real, man. You're going to see demons coming out out of Israelites, man. But of course, through Yahweh Yahushua, he will keep us away from all that trouble, man. We're just going to be observing, and as the scripture said, thou shalt laugh during famine and destruction, man. So that's going to be it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the point, really. Because I said this one shouldn't be too long, because I did make the point in the previous video. I want to see if there's another one that I can get. Let's see them. Try to get probably one more preset. Just one more preset, man. Let me see where it's at, though. All right. This is Jeremiah. Chapter 4, verse 22. So Jeremiah 4 and 22, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. So it's like, man, the point really of the video is that the same mindset they had, hence why they were being adversaries onto Moses and Aaron, is the same mindset they're gonna have in the time where Yahweh Shem Yahshua will remove the bread from this land of Babylon, as well as other countries too, Jacob's trouble, where but obviously the focus is on Babylon, because the prophets are going to be most potent in Babylon, man. That's hence why the nuclear missiles are going to be flipping directed towards that. Majority of them, anyways. 200 million is the number, ain't it? But a whole bunch of missiles, man. A whole bunch. That's really the point. Oh yeah, let me actually, yeah, so of course Israel being I did say this in the previous video too. Israel being in that same mindset because of desperation. When the desperation hits on this side too, they're gonna have that same mindset as well, man. They're not gonna be in that state of giving respect and being like asking Yahweh Shem Yahshua for help. No. And even if they did, it'll be too late, because like when you had the chance, the grace, the opportunity, to worship Yahweh Yahushua, to pray and humble yourself, you didn't use the opportunity. That's the point. So 2/3, they're going to get, man. As I said, Exodus 15, 16, 17 is a precursor of the mindset of these 2/3. That mindset of desperation, without actually, assessing things properly, being like, and having trust in Yahweh Yahushua, that will lead them to take the MOTB. So you could already foresee, just from reading Exodus 15, 16 and 17, I think the first few verses, or the latter verses for Exodus 15, where Israel, because of the lack of food and the lack of water, you can see it in today, you could already foresee it, that because of that, no food, no water, no shelter, no electricity, no livelihood, they'll take the mark of the beast, the MOTB, that chip implant. So that's really the point. That's really the point. Okay, that's really the point. So, as it says in Jeremiah 4 and 22, for my people's foolish, they have not known me. Again, that links to Isaiah 1, verse 3 to 5, about the ox knoweth his owner, but Israel does not know. So for my people's foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Wise to do evil things, man. That's why I said, Jake got that street smart, but that's not going to be helpful in the flipping in Jacob's trouble. Now, what I was going to search up is the definition of sottish. Sottish. It says here they are sottish children. So it said stupefied with, or as if with drink or drunken, given to excess drinking, pertaining to or befitting assault. Let's try to get another one. Imagine it says stupefied. So that refers to stupidity. Let's see again. It represents drunkenness as well. You know, when it says given to habitual excessive use of alcohol, you know, to be drunken. Oh yeah, that's the drunken definition. But yeah, it says here in the Wiktionary, it says alcoholic, drinking heavily, drunk, foolish, stupid, senseless. So that's the definition of sottish right there. So when the Most High is saying that Israel is they are sottish children, the stupid, the senseless, and what else did it say? Well, stupid and senseless is already enough to really describe it. And you know, they're in that drunken state as well, man. You know, which when they're in a drunken state, they're not always aware or not even acute in their thinking. Anyways, that's the point right there, okay. So I'm gonna close out there. Yaratazar, you know, you understood what I said in the previous video, and the point was clear in this video as well, man. So Shalom, Kah Halalim La, Yahaba Hashem Yashab Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the great Muslim apostles, and Thadi Yahshua for the strength in order to make this video. And also Shalom to you guys as well, to you brothers out there. It's the brother Ratazar Rakah Halawaya. Ratazar meaning will, as in Yahweh's will or willing. And then Rakah meaning spirit. And Halawaya meaning praise Yahweh. So yeah, Shalom and Yahweh Bashim Yashab Barakatham.